Keep your weapons ready.
How about now? Now you can hear me, right? What's good, Zargenford? I was just saying it's nice to see you all. I have YouTube chat pull up now. I'm in a Discord call with this group. We're trying to get this raid group reformed. We got a little bit of raid testing in like an hour ago, and then a bunch of people dropped. So it's like we're trying to reform. There I am. I appreciate that, Zark. Let me see. I have the game going. I don't want you guys to hear these guys in Discord because they're talking a lot. I I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this group going. We may have to leave this group and like just do Mythic Plus, or leave this group and do a different group. Um, why are you talking about us? No, 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 no. This it's just a group that I joined. They're like, hey, you have to have Discord to be in this group, and I'm like, well, I want to raid test, but it's just been a lot of talking. But hey, I'm gonna show you something. Look, I got this finally put up behind me again. I moved it from there to there. I screwed up screwing in, so there's like extra holes behind it, but what can you do? I'm not a craftsman. But hey, now when I stand, I kind of block it. But when I move, it's there. And yeah, like Brother Bear's saying, I rearranged everything. We're trying to get the backdrop to where it's like pretty. I want to get something to like maybe hang on this bar here because that's like the top of this like shelf that I have. But I want to get like little figures. I gotta deafen. I have these guys talking as I'm talking. I can't. I can't do that. Um, but I want to get something to hang here. Maybe decorate it more. I also have that light that I can turn on. I need to turn that on so we can get the full effect of it. How do I do that? But yeah, I've been trying to work on my backdrop a lot. You know, ever since I think rearranging my desk has like helped me. Also, since I got or rearranging my office. Also, since I got this new desk, like it doesn't really fit my old layout, and I kind of was getting tired of my old layout because so much of it was like a couch and a window, and I feel like this just allows for more like expression. So this really cool Appa poster that my brother had got me, it's like a really it looks like it's hand painted onto like a scroll basically. It's really cool. That's a little sticky note that says happy birthday from my wife. I just never took it off. um, but yeah, now we have this thing featured again. I think it's just too nice not to feature. It is kind of in a weird spot. When I sit, it looks a lot better. But also, it's kind of in a weird spot because that's like these. Where is it? Like here are the studs in my wall, and so I kind of wanted it to be like more secure. Um, why not put the LB Ninja 7 neon light above the bar? Then we can see it all the time. The reason why I don't put it above the bar is because then when I sit, like right now I'm standing, when I sit, it wouldn't be in frame. So it's either it's in frame when I sit or in frame when I stand. And right now it's like in frame when I move. It's like ooh. Um, but when I'm sitting, it's like it's there. It looks better when I sit. I guess I could sit to show you, but I've already standed and it was so much work and stuff. So um, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've also been working on a lot of other stuff. You know how I was, those of you who have been like in recent streams and stuff, you know how I'm kind of trying to get like a second channel started where I have a bunch of, it's going to be like a card game channel because I play like Magic mostly, but I play some other card games too, just like passively. But I love Magic. It's like my other favorite pastime, and I want to start like making like deck guides and deck reviews and all this stuff. But another big thing that I want to kind of kickstart the channel with is a really cool idea. Let me go get some things. Hold on. just tripped. I just tripped and almost fell. Okay, so one of the ideas that I've had is like, what if, you know how there's like there's countless channels on YouTube that like open a pack and that's like a short, is they just open a pack. I've kind of like said it in the past, but I want to do something where I open two packs side by side and they like fight each other, like based on the value that you get from them. So I played in a tournament like a month ago and I won it. And with the store credit, I just got a bunch of different packs. So I have like a handful of packs of Magic cards that I have ready to open. So I have some Avatar Jumpstart, this random Aether Drift, this random Assassin's Creed pack, a freaking Pokemon pack. Like I just got like a bunch of like a variety of packs, right? And give me a second. It's cool, I promise. It's pretty dorky. It's not cool, it's dorky. Give me a second. Dude, I got this like wrestling ring toy on Facebook Marketplace, and I put like a little logo in the center. Okay, you can't really see it. I have two packs standing, so I have a Bloomburrow and a Final Fantasy that I think I'm going to pit against each other for the first one. It's awesome. I'm so excited. I also made a little animation. I guess while we wait for this freaking group to form, which is this group is not going to form. I can go ahead and tell you that. Let me show you guys the little animation that I hand drew. Okay, and it's really tacky. It's really corny, but I hand drew it, and I'm like excited. I think part of what excites me to do it is because it's so corny and like, I don't know. I think it adds like a little freshness and separates me from other people. So let me load my little editing software and I'll show you. So once you put all these things together, I'm going to do like this little like WWE announcing thing. I'm going to edit this little card that, you know how like in fights, it'll show like weight class, record, like all this stuff. Each set is going to have like a record, and I'm going to like keep track of like, you know, the Avatar set beat the Final Fantasy set once. So like Avatar would go to 1-0 and you know what I mean. And I'm going to like show all the stats of each set, and I'm going to pit like each pack against each other. But then I'm going to start doing some like cross game sets. Also, people are leaving the group. So it's looking like this raid group has fully collapsed. Let me undeafen. Okay. Can we look for groups while we're waiting for this group to form? Because I want to see if there's other groups inviting. Anyways, okay. So the little animation, it's really corny. It's really tacky. Okay, look, I hand drew it. It's like little lightning, but it's not supposed to look great. Okay, but just so this is gonna play like over the stadium thing, and I'm gonna be spinning the camera around it, like kind of like we're coming into a fight that's about to happen. It's gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, you know, like that kind of thing, and like boom, pack versus pack, and then I'm gonna have like the logo and stuff. So I'm excited. It's just like a little side project I'm doing while funnily enough, we raided last night. We had our first pre-patch raid. It was like real, actual pre-patch raid. And we're talking, do we want to do it with just 10 people? Sure. And Midnight pre-patch is a meme, dude. It is such a meme. Been meaning to see if you wanted them, but I have a ton of duplicate FF Magic cards since I got a ton of boosters trying to collect. I mean, Brother Bear, I would not say no. I did not get to play much during Final Fantasy. Granted, I never really played much Final Fantasy as a kid. I played Crisis Core, and I played another one at one of my friend's house, like who would like babysit us. I don't know which one it was. Other than that, like I haven't played much Final Fantasy, but Kingdom Hearts was my jam. So like I do have an attachment to some characters, but not like as much as other people. I know like Final Fantasy was a bigger deal to some than others. But it was just in such a weird time of the year. Like, I couldn't really afford to do that. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to try to 10-man this Mythic Raid boss just to see the mechanics. What was this boss's mechanics again? I remember there's like a safe zone and stuff. Yeah, I dropped tons of, yeah, for sure. Even if like in the Final Fantasy, if they did like a little mini hey, you have a chance to pull a King Mickey or a chance to pull a Sora or a Roxas. Dude, I dumped some money on that. I This is the first time I've ever been excited about a set was the Avatar set. Like I haven't bought I have not bought cards in a long time. For the most part, like I had a collection from back when I used to in college, and it's just kind of gotten me through. And I just play with the cards that I have. But like I actively bought cards for the first time in forever, and I was like, dude, I can't miss Avatar. They're talking about the thing. Give me a second. Oh yeah, we need a DK for this fight. I'm pretty sure. That we are not going to get far in this fight, by the way. I was excited for Avatar 2, but the art was very... Yeah, the art was very weird. Also, apparently there was this problem with the set where, like, the people that make Avatar, the studio that made Avatar, apparently they don't, like, have all the correct files of, you know, the assets that they use to make the show. So, like, they couldn't make perfectly looking cards. They had to like use what they had. What is this? Raider IO add-on. Lua Air. Okay, this first pool's gonna be a non-pool for me, I'm guessing. I can't do anything, man. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna have to disable Raider IO add-on. Which is good. We did not soak, so that works for me. We'll just wait till the fight's over. They literally just use the JPEG. A lot of the cards look really tacky. So, I have one of the cards that's just like a zoomed in face of like one of the characters. It looks really bad, but even still, like I was such a fan of Avatar. Like I don't know if you can see it. He's kind of vibing down here, but I have Uncle Iroh down there. I have some random Avatar stuff around my room, but Avatar and Kingdom Hearts are like number one for me. Our tanks have got it. I mean, we can get like a few pulls in. I'm gonna have to disable this add-on, but we can get a few pulls in and then just bounce, because this is just not gonna go anywhere. But we can do some like Mythic Plus and some. I really want to get more testing in with Caster Monk a bit. Ever since they've like changed it or fixed it supposedly. But let me disable this add-on. Raider IO. Reload. Yeah, I was basically AFK that pool. That's kind of cringe. Hey, we found an 11th man. Really quick, the build that we're just going to be vibing with is a rushing wind kick build, so we want a lot of renewing mist out. We're playing Mistline because it's just really good. Tear of Mourning because it boosts Shayloons, and a lot of our healing on a pool that we actually get to play the game. A lot of our healing's gonna be from Shayloon, so just enhancing that's gonna be nice. Lotus Infusion instead of Mist Wrap. Playing Energizing Brew plus Tranquil Tea to get a lot of sips. So the goal is, I don't know if we're gonna live long enough to kind of get the loop going, but you can loop Mana Tea to get stacks of Shayloons from Tranquil Tea. You can Rushing Wind Kick to make your next Shayloons instant, and then you Shayloons, and then you kind of do the loop over and over again, and then you fill with like Renewing Mist charges and spamming Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mists around. It's a cool build. It really is. Let me turn the fan on. But I don't know. I'm kind of just down to vibe today. I'm kind of disappointed in pre-patch for what that's worth. But pre-patch, I've never really known what its purpose is, and this pre-patch did not help me in learning what the purpose of a pre-patch is, if I'm being totally honest. But hey, so I want to do something once Midnight finally drops. I'm going to be streaming more often, and I want to do something where like I do some sub goals. So I've been talking with my wife about what a sub goal could be, And I was thinking like the max sub goal. It's like once we finally, if we ever finally hit the peak sub goal that we set, we could do something where you guys get to pick my haircut. Like you just pick a hairstyle, and I have to get it. I saw someone do this, and I thought it was the funniest thing because like so many of the suggestions are just so out of pocket. Like some of the haircuts that you can get are like unreal. I have my bars blocking our faces. I did not get that renewing mist or that rising sun kick off in time. I think this boss is really fun. So we need enough people to break the walls. We didn't have someone in that. This boss is fun. I remember this boss being really, really fun to heal because it's kind of constant healing. like character creation. I mean, kinda. I think how it would work too fast is like, you know, once we hit this amount of healing. Once we hit this amount of subs, we could do something where let's do current segment because we don't care about overall. I think that's why it showed our healing so low, is because I was basically AFK the last pool. But once we hit this certain amount of subs, I could do like a poll, and you guys can like, I can put, y'all can suggest haircuts to be put in, so you could just do bald. I would not do bald. My wife said that like she's gonna have a line. But like some funny haircuts, and who knows how long I would keep it, but that's just an idea. I'm still trying to convince the wife, but I think that would be so much fun and like super funny. I wouldn't mind botching my hair. And who knows, you guys might be nice and vote a normal hairstyle. Or you might vote mullet, who knows, but I think that'd be fun, you know? And then like maybe have someone come in and cut my hair or something. I think that could be funny. And I'm just trying to generally think of some like fun little sub goals that scale with the like increments. So like, I don't know. You like it? Okay. Well, if you like it, I like it too. It's just a matter of like, gotta get the wife on board. Cause like if I do end up bald, then what? You know. Plus, we do plan on going on a family vacation in May. So by then, I feel like no matter what, I could just buzz it and it'll grow. Oh, that guy's dead. I could. Are we reset? We do reset. Okay. I think the warrior the warrior like charged in and insta died. Do I not have my res on my bars with this build? Oh, it was a DH. Hello? Okay. But like different things like that, or like I know some people do like drinking sub goals, but I feel like that's like a one stream thing. I want it to be like something that I could do like from stream to stream. What? We're going in. Let's go. I do really like this build because it feels like you can like have the healing when you need it. Like you feel like you're kind of a shock healer. Because of your rushing wind kicks giving you an instant Shayloons, it's just like really solid. And like you're not like as hot dependent. Like you're not playing, or at least I'm not. I'm not playing Rising Mists. So like you're not like as dependent on your hots. I am playing 1 minute Yulon. I don't know how right that is. Oh, okay, we're probably wiping here. Tank down. We'll wipe soon enough. Yeah, we're about to wipe. Whew. I wonder if I should be playing Emperor's Elixir just because, like, what else do you Thunder Focus to other than Enveloping Mystery, you know? Whoa, that's a death. So we broke, we didn't kill the ads quick enough, so we broke the wall too slow. And so this, you'll notice this laser beam goes from wall to wall. So the idea is you kill the ads on the wall. And then if enough of them break on the wall or die on the wall, they'll blow up and they'll break that wall down. And then you can just move to the other side of the wall to safety. Then the beam will start to the left of you or to the inside of you. So that's the idea behind this fight. It's a really cool fight. It's really fun to heal, if I'm being honest. And honestly, Mistweaver is fun to heal with. It's a lot of fun to heal with. Just these like little mini interactions are really, really engaging. So if you missed it, just the 3-button cycle, like the 3 buttons that we're trying to cycle between often are Rushing Wind Kick, Shayloons, and Mana Tea. So the idea is we're going to drink up Mana Tea. That's going to give us mana back, obviously, but it's going to give us more Shayloon stacks thanks to Tranquil Tea, so that our next Shayloons is stronger. We're going to Rushing Wind Kick, which is going to make our next Shayloons instant, and then we're going to Shayloons. Outside of those 3 buttons, the filler spells are ideally Renewing Mist if we have charges. Otherwise, we can hop into a Soothing Mist and cast some Enveloping Mist around. But for the most part, we want to Rushing Wind Kick right before damage or right as the damage is hitting. And then rip a Shayloons like immediately after the damage. So let's go ahead and Yulon because we know some damage pops here. Then we can Rushing Wind Kick. Kind of getting a little lag here, though. But yeah, we don't have enough people to have, like, a full group, so we might not be able to, like, fully test this, unfortunately. Oh, tank dead. I feel like every wipe so far has just been to a tank death. Swing Revival. Yeah, we're trying to break this wall down. I might die here. Whoa. No, we're good. Oh, no, we're all dying. Okay, so you see there, we were able to kill the wall in time. So now we're safe. Now we're safe from the beam at least. Oh, apparently not. Apparently not. There must be some mythic mechanic that I'm just missing with that. I don't know why that like totally one-shot us. Let's listen in. Well, I'll listen in. I'll relay back to you guys. Yeah, they're confused too. But this boss is so much fun. Mistweaver also. I'm having a lot of fun with this raid build. Whew. Can I bother you with a resto shot? Absolutely too fast. That's kind of why I love streaming, because people always come at me with some questions. But I am very open to questions. We are kind of just messing around right now. We don't have a full raid group, So we're not like fully getting a raid experience. Let's go ahead and let's test Yuloning a little early, by the way. Yeah, it was way too early, but that's okay. Yes, absolutely. You can ask me any questions you guys want to, especially ones about healing and you know, WoW, but whatever you guys want to ask, I'm open. Yeah, my mouse is like jumping. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like I'm trying to like move my mouse, and it's like staying where it was before. I feel like we always lose this tank here, so I'm just gonna Cocoon on. Golly, so I think that was a lay on hands there. That sniped all that healing. Whoa, that's awkward. How did we lose no? Oh, I was about to say, how did we lose no one? But no, I think those ads dying also is like blasting the party or the group. I tried it out today. Been playing it for a while. Am I just a Riptide Healing Wave machine now? Yes. And some people don't like it. Some people don't like how it's very centered around that. Now, granted, too fast. Totemic is a little different. You do chain heal a little bit. But Farseer is just you just spam Riptides, spam healing waves. The upside though is that Riptide. The upside is that Riptide can do significantly more spot healing now. So that's kind of I like it for that reason. I feel like Riptide feels much more impactful to press. So the raid now is saying that he's bugged. I think they have other streams open. And everyone's saying that he's bugged. How's Mistweaver feel? Honestly, very good. I'm a fan of this, the directions of Mistweaver. You kind of have like Peer into Peace built in with Way of the Serpent, which is nice just for moments like when you see me dodging rings. Sometimes I'm in a Soothing Mist and I just kind of like move in while Soothing Misting. It's really good. You can also roll Soothing Mist and then double jump while you're Soothing Misting. This build I'm playing, I've kind of said it a few times, but we're playing around Vivacious Vivification, making our next Shayloons instant. Rushing Wind Kick, which is what makes our next Shayloons instant. We're going to Shayloons, which does a lot of our healing, and then drinking Mana Tea to refill our Shayloons. And we're kind of just repeating that loop over and over, drinking or spamming Renewing Mist while we can and stuff. But Toast, or not Toast. Let me Discord mute again. Too Fast. I really do like the new version of Resto Shaman. One of the things that I missed out on was season 1 of Shadowlands Resto Shaman. It wasn't like super good, if I'm being honest. Or I mean, it was very good, but not like I don't know. It wasn't like crazy. But I was watching one of my guildies play, and this was back when I was brand new. So I was watching one of my guildies play, and I just saw how much his spot heals did. Like, his healing surges did, like, half a health bar. And back then, that was crazy. And I was like, man, I wish mine did that. But he had no haste, because they were crit verse. So he would, like, very slowly cast healing surge, but then it would just, like, chunk a health bar. And I feel like you don't... Obviously, it's midnight, so you don't do that, really. But for a midnight healer, you kind of do. You know what I mean? Like, you do chunk health bars as a shaman. I really do like the build. Dude, this guy was out of range. No, I went to Shayloon's him. I think he was out of range. That is very cringe. You see how you can kind of just do that? You can drink Mana Tea during downtime, which what you did anyways, but then you rushing Wind Kick, and your next Shayloon's just chunks, and it's instant, so you just snipe all the healing. No, tank! I wonder what it is that's killing the tanks. So we're attempting to break the other wall because apparently the right wall like might be bugged, we think. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Dang, everyone that I go to spot heal, they just get shock healed. Maybe we have to break both walls on Mythic? That sounds very Mythic. Like that sounds like something they would do for Mythic. I have watched zero content since the end of season 3 of The War Within. Hey, I don't blame you. Right now we're kind of in like midnight pre-patch. We're kind of in this like purgatory right now where we can't like we don't nothing's really happening right now. We're kind of just waiting for actual midnight to come out. I think pre-patch is just kind of like, hey, let's slap something on, slap something new on, and hopefully it buys us enough time to get the content made, you know. But it is fun. Like I am still having a good time. Yo, George, what is good? What is good? Yeah, Mistweaver feels broken on P-patch. I'm not P-patch. What are we? That's a piss take. But no, it definitely. I think it feels broken on pre-patch. I think. In Midnight, spinning Crane Kick is doing pretty solid healing. And that's like one of our saving graces as a Mistweaver. And on pre-patch, you can kind of just pull giant packs and just spin and go crazy. What's the main difference in raid rotation from Season 3? Well, you're playing Shayloon, so like... It's not really as much like you ramp up and then spam a bunch of Vivifies. It's kind of like you... ramp up for like one or two slamming Shayloons as the damage hits. So I like it more because it feels much more like it's kind of like if you watched a Preservation Evoker last season when they would press Engulf. It's like they snapped and many health bars jumped up. That's why I like this. Like I like the Shayloon Skiff build a little bit more. Other than that, you can honestly it can play very similarly to Season 3. But one major change, like the biggest change I would say, Ziddick, is since you're playing Shayloons, you can play Tranquility and just read the talent. The talent's so awesome. Like it's very fun to play. But George, it is very nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today. Mistweaver feels amazing on pre-patch. It sure does. We might jump on and do some pre-patch. I'll kind of let you guys decide if y'all would rather do pre-patch or the other thing, this beta Mythic Plus. I don't really care. We're just vibing today. Vibing as the voice cracks. We have new people in the group, so we might be able to slowly work our way up to 20 as groups disband, hopefully. I know those guys, the tanks, they just fall over sometimes. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. If I were a tank, I would as well, so I don't really know what's killing them. I think sometimes they're standing in the swirly or the ring, maybe that's killing them. I think I've seen some of them die to standing in the ad pop too. But regardless, like we haven't really made it too far into this fight anyways with this group size, so we can't really tell, you know. I'm a one-trick pony Mistweaver. Been playing it for 2 expansions. Every time I pick another healer up, I miss Mistweaver. I'm the same way. Like the amount of times that I've like tried to convince myself to swap, and then I'm just like, but Mistweaver's so fun, you know. And then the moment that I like step away from Mistweaver and like just vibe on an alt for like a week or two, then I really start to miss it, and then I'm just back. So it's like an endless loop where you just end up right back where you started, which is that Mistweaver is really fun. So here we are. Yeah, Mistweaver is really fun. I think Midnight Mistweaver, people are doing it, but like, dude, it's fun. I'm sorry. I'm actually, you know what? I'm not going to apologize. I find it very fun. I will say it does need some tuning. They need to buff the single target rotation, that way you're not spinning as much in Mythic Plus. But other than that, I'm having a dandy old time. Also, the raid mana is pretty buns, but yeah. Other than that, like I'm having a good time. Nice vibey healer. So I think I'm gonna try to Yu'lon very early. The first Yu'lon's gonna basically get like no value, but it's gonna set up the second one to be at a nice time. Right as the wall is popping, I think. I'm gonna try that, and that's when the serious healing comes in. Got to a serious mythic rating in season 1.5 thanks to your content. Dude, that is awesome. That is fantastic. Very good to hear. So let's go ahead and Yu'lon right on pool. Just gonna... Like, it's not gonna get any value, really, but that's okay. Ah. I am lagging atrociously. I don't think it's like me lagging. I think it's just the servers are like poopy. Like the input is very much behind. Alright, so our healing's like lower now, but... Oh, that guy's dead. See, that was when I was supposed to Yu'lon the second time, but I kind of panicked. But the good thing about Yu'lon with this build is we can dodge all the... I think I was scared about the swirlies, but I keep forgetting that I have Way of the Serpent, and I can Soothing Mist the Yu'lon ramp and dodge the swirlies while casting those Enveloping Mists. Like, you can do that. But that, dude, that is awesome, Zedek. Have you gotten Cutting Edge yet? I feel like we've passed a couple hard seasons of Cutting Edge. So, well... We had the most free one yet in Gallywix, I would say. But other than that, we've had some pretty difficult seasons. So have you gotten Cutting Edge, or have you killed many mythic bosses? Very curious about the progress you've been able to make. Because I think people, a lot of people watch my channel, they probably think that like, I've been raiding for, so long and stuff. But I killed my first mythic boss, I think season 2 of Shadowland. No, I think my guild was able to kill one boss mythic Shadowland season 1. But I'm a very new player, like, compared to a lot of people. So let's go ahead and Yu'lon. Keep forgetting I'm not playing Emperor's Elixir. Oh, that guy's dead. I feel like the rings don't kill you. But obviously you still don't want to soak it. Okay, we're coming up on Yu'lon. I'm going to drink some Mana Tea. Dump our... It looked a lot better, but I'm still a couple seconds behind. Maybe I should pre-pull my first Yu'lon. Also, we're killing way too many ads over here, but... Yeah, we killed way too many over there. Huh, I guess... Oh, why am I spinning? I want to self-cast! Goodness gracious. Okay, are we going to dodge the beam? He's starting at me. Yeah, that's a yikes. I should have been a little bit further to the right. Also, why is my whole party to the left over there? Did they break that other wall? Huh. Dude, this build's a lot of fun. This build is a lot of fun. And like, renewing this does a good chunk of healing. But apparently you can like spell reflect some nonsense on this boss. That's what the group's saying. It's kind of nutty. All right, we'll do like one more pool, because I just don't think you can 15 man and get too far. Then we can go do some Mythic Plus, either beta or pre-patch. We do want to do some Jade Lightning shenanigans on beta. Alright, let's do this. I think I'm going to pre-pull my first Yu'lon. My first Yu'lon, our healing's going to look really bad if we die really early. Because our first Yu'lon's not going to get too much value, but our second one's the big one. Heard bad things about Mistweaver on Raid. Seems we are okay-ish in Mythic Plus and mana starved in Raid. Our mana is bad, but I think the build is powerful. It's just, will we be able to survive like a 7-minute long fight? I don't think so, unless we get an Innervate, which is not that though. Troop, that kind of thing, mana issues are I think the number one thing that Blizzard looks at. It's like if a healer has really bad mana, usually they always buff it. Like they always take like this much cost off of a spell or something. So if the only thing holding you back from manning a spec is a healer is their mana concerns in Raid, usually that's the kind of thing that is more likely to get fixed than like a weakness thing. But I will say, like, our strength is there. Our strength is there. Yeah, true. And, you know, with Midnight, I feel like the game as a whole is going to be easier. So if you need to pivot, like, say that it's just, Midnight comes out and pretend like it's just the worst thing ever, Mistweaver, you can always pivot from there. But I think if you enjoy it, and I think this build is a lot of fun, it's kind of like a fun, fresh little change of the build that we've been playing for a while. George says, I was wondering why they were dooming it. Thought throughput aside, pretty strong. All these small nuances or nuisances from the War Within design versus the composition of the talents on prep helps bring out the fun of the spec. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you know, not all the healers have like as much of an engaging rotation. Like, look, I feel like right now our little rotation's like 4 or 5 buttons. But some healers literally have a 2-button rotation. Like, I am having a lot of fun on Mistweaver, and I'll show you guys on retail. The War Within, I guess I can't show you yet, but in the War Within, I did not play Yu'lon, or at least in season 3, I did not enjoy last season's Yu'lon build, even though I think it was stronger than Chi-Ji. I just full sent Chi-Ji all season long last season, and so as someone who did not like last season's build, I feel like this one is a little bit more fresh. Maybe it's just the audio cue of Shayloons. Who knows? But I'm having a good time. Okay, so let's pre-pull ramp at maybe 2 seconds. Oh. Like, we lost some healing overall. Oh, someone's too far away. I need the Thunder Focus Seed. Yeah, it's looking like that. The ring does about 40% of someone's health. I feel like in a Mythic Raid, that should one-shot, right? Okay, we're coming up on Yu'lon again. This is the big one. Even still, it's a little slow. So maybe I pre-pull ramp 5 seconds before? Have we not been lusting? Oh, I forgot. Beam. We could have made it to safety, but I think we're trying to break this one over here, so we're gonna die here, but that's okay. Sadly, I did just fall over in season 3. Did not even bother to get curve. I struggled with the feeling of mana in raid. I feel you there. Mana is one of the more frustrating things to be constrained on, for sure. Goodness. Okay. I've always wanted to, like, when I sneeze, come back up with, like, a wig on or something. Okay, what are we getting? We're getting a Lua error. I don't know what that is, but we're getting a Lua error. It's ever since one of these two guys joined. I wonder if it's, like, with a buff they're giving us or something. We got this. I wonder if we can get past the first beam with this group. So I'm going to try pre-pull ramping about 5 seconds before. Once again, first Yu'lon ramp is not going to get that much value. Second Yu'lon ramp should, though. And then, you know what I could do is I could go Jade Bond and just save second ramp, or first ramp for a minute in. But then I think our healing falls way too low. I think this is definitely a 1 minute fight. Just because the first major instance happens at a minute in, and there are some pretty minor instances before then. So let's go into ramp now. Okay. Oh, this lag is pretty shaky though. My character is like stuttering around. I can't even Soothing Mist. I guess Resto Druid can kind of fight through the, the lag. Oh my goodness, I can't even move my character. Oh, that's so sad. We set it up so nicely. I saved Conduit so I could have that haste buff going into that second Yu'lon, and then now the lag just kind of countered all that prep for not. I wonder if I'm the only one lagging. Oh, I'm out of mana. Hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I need to get over. Will we live? No, we will not. Okay. Maybe the boss is bugged, or maybe we have to break both walls. I'm guessing we have to break both walls on Mythic. And we just don't have enough people to do that, I guess. Okay. The lagging and us not getting past the same part makes me kind of want to just like dip and go do it. We only have 10 minutes left, but I am going to go ahead and dip. Oh yeah, we're porting out anyways. I'm going to go ahead and dip from this party. Let's go do some Mythic Plus. Dude, this build's fun. This build's a lot of fun. It has some crazy potential. I'm a fan of 1 minute ramp, and I'm glad that they're making fights where like 1 minute ramp is good. I think there should always be like some fights where you take 1 minute ramp, some where you take 2 in a raid. But Ziddick, I will say from what I've seen, it kind of looks like every healer kind of has some mana issues. I haven't really heard of a healer that's not having mana issues in raid currently. Let's see. Is this the build we want to play? Let's tinker around with this build. Let's try it with single target Shayloons, maybe? Yeah. Single target Shayloons. We're gonna be doing plenty of cleave healing. Let's do some Mythic Plus. Okay. Let's do a dungeon. A 19 Algathar. Put me freaking in, coach. Let's do it. I'm kidding. I doubt they invite Pit of Saran. I do need more Pit of Saran reps. It's probably my least competent dungeon. Okay. Will I be able to lightning through a Pit of Saran? I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry, I meant I quit Season 3 because of the raid itself. Ah, okay. So, like, you didn't like the raid fights, or you didn't like how Mistweaver played? Because I did notice that you, like, it had been a minute since you joined in, for sure. But for those that don't know, for the longest time, up until about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, Jade Empowerment was bugged. It was healing for a lot more than it should have been. So ever since they've bug fixed it, I want to get more testing on it just to get like an actual representation of the numbers it actually does, you know? So we're going to be messing around with that. We're trying to slap together a group. Let's reset our data. We're going to Pit. Kind of wish I could keep browsing the groups though. I want to see if other groups post. I loved Mistweaver. Mistweaver. I also loved Season 3 Mistweaver. Yeah, the Mythic Plus build in Season 3 was unreal. It was so much fun. The potential energy ramps that you were doing were like the most fun thing I've ever done on Mistweaver, I think. The raid was just tiring. Yeah, a lot of the fights were pretty taxing, I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty annoying. There was a lot of like movement. It was hard to like cast while moving. That's why I kind of took the season off and just played Chi-Ji. And a lot of people are like, oh, if you play Chi-Ji, it's like, it's actively bad. But it wasn't. Like, dude, Chi-Ji was kind of goated. Other than my Dimensius and Nexus King. But, dude, Chi-Ji was kind of good. I think I killed Dimensius with the Yulon build, I think. I don't know. But I really enjoyed last season because I strayed from the norm. And I might just do that. I might do that, like, going forward. Just force Chi-Ji. Like, I don't care if I'm playing the most optimized build. I kind of just want to make sure that I'm always having fun while raiding, you know? That's, like, the number one thing. Because right now I'm taking 6 hours out of my week to do it. If I'm not enjoying it, what's the point, you know? What other groups are there? Didn't there used to be a browse groups option here? Where you could see groups posted, right? Or is that not a thing? Okay, I might want to sit down because I want to test if this is good on frame while I sit. So let me sit down. I just felt I did so high APM in raid, and the two shamans of my guild were literally watching YouTube doing more. Yeah, trust me, I know the exact feeling. Resto Shaman was a 2-button rotation last season, and they were cranking. Meanwhile, yeah, us Mistweavers, if you played the Celestial Conduit build, in my group lead, I'm not. We might dip from this group and just wait for something else to post. Uh-oh. I think maybe my desk got caught on something. Oops. I think it's fine. Yeah, let's bounce from this. 15 Algathar. The thing about Algathar is it's a lot easier. Let's do Magister's Terrace. Alcathar's a lot easier, but Mistweavers can like literally spin through most of it, and I kind of don't want to. I want to see if we can do it without spinning. Okay. Do y'all know what this is? Do y'all know how to fix this? Also, Billy Bad One with the follow. Thank you. I never really catch follows, but every now and then I'll see it in the corner of my eye. So huge shout out, Billy Bad One. Appreciate the follow. Yo, Ceiling Panda, what is good? How are you doing today? We were just vibing. We were just in some mythic raid jamming with a group that only had like 10 people in it. So we got what we could have out of that hour, but now we're just vibing. We're gonna see if we can get a dungeon going. A tank just queued up and we declined them, so who knows? Zedek says, I'm gonna be main Mistweaver, but if you were to pick another healer, what would it be? So Holy Paladin's a lot of fun. For me, it's either Holy Paladin, Resto Shaman, or Resto Druid. I think I'm gonna play one of the Resto specs as well next season, like have 2 mains, just so that I can play the game. I don't want to sit in a queue. I might FOD him just so I can play and like get invited to groups. That's it. Like I'm so tired of waiting in queues as a Mistweaver. But yeah, Holy Paladin's another big one that I have my eye on. It's a lot of fun in Midnight. Copy paste that. Dang, I should have Ceiling Fan that. I'm sorry. I will next time. It's come up a few times. I'll see if I can. I forget. Ceiling Pandas are our resident genius when it comes to like tech things. I will next time. But yeah, I think it's really personal preference, but I think those are like the big winners. I know some people are pretty high on Disc Priest, but I think that's just because they're like solid. And I don't know how much of Resto Druid's hype is because they're just solid. But yeah, like the 2 Resto specs and Holy Paladin, I think are the most fun, other than Mistweaver. I did make a video, Ziddick. Let me post it to you just in case you haven't seen. I know you said that you haven't watched any content since end of season 3. I kind of talk over. Okay, here it is. I can copy and paste it to you. Copy. All right, it will come your way soon, Ceiling Panda. But for me, I think the 3 that are like definitely out of the question are Prez Evoker. I just don't enjoy it. And then the 2 pre-specs, I could not main them for a long time, personally. Ceiling Panda. There you go. There's your long message. I'm trying to look to see, like, does it say an add-on? It just says interface / add-ons shared XML. I have no idea. But I made my last few videos, Ziddick. One of them was kind of me talking through my main, kind of that whole decision, like what I plan on doing, as well as like the content ideas and stuff. And then another one was kind of a general overview of how what each healer is going to be doing next season in Mythic Plus specifically. Yeah, Disc Priest does feel very smooth. I think the 3-man giant shield makes it feel smoother than some of the other healers for sure. Like it smooths out the damage a lot. It's also kind of like a massive shock heal. It's a shock shield, but it's a shock way to top up someone quickly or get someone to safety quickly, which Disc Priest desperately needed, and it's very good at what it does for sure. All Midnight Healers explains. Yeah, so that one's kind of me explaining like the gameplay loops of each healer. And then I have one where I just kind of like talk about what I'm going to be maining. It might change, like that kind of thing. It's a quicker video, but people said I didn't get to the point quick enough. I mean, I try to make it quick. It can only go so fast. But people really liked that All Midnight Healers Explained video. I think it has like my first or second most likes of any video I've ever made. It has more likes than like any of my Mythic Plus guides and stuff. So maybe beta groups just aren't gonna fire. Maybe we have to hop on and do some other keys. Concept is very good. I need to watch it. I mean, it's subject to change. We're still far out, but like, at the time of recording, I talked about like one of the big builds that's kind of like innovative for each spec. Maybe we hop back in this guy's pit group. I just don't think there's enough people. Everyone's on testing the raid. Should I just hop on and do some pre-patch keys? I guess I could always just load up pre-patch and decide off of that, So, I don't really talk about this often because I don't really have a reason to, but I love drama. Okay, I love the tea. I love drama that I'm not a part of, right? I love the tea. And for the most part, like, I tend to stay away from it. Like I try to actively avoid like watching like drama channels and stuff. But I was scrolling on TikTok last night, and I came across an hour-long TikTok, crazy, which it was literally just this guy posted his YouTube video on TikTok, and I got so invested in some drama that I am so invested. So if you haven't heard, am I running Raider IO? I am, but I disabled it. I had disabled the Raider IO add-on. Maybe I just need to full-on delete it from my CurseForge, I'm guessing. But, so there's another game. You guys know Marvel Rivals. If you don't, it's like Overwatch, but bigger and Marvel. There's this little creator tournament. Just kind of give you guys the rundown. If you want some tea, I got you. There was a creator tournament. So how it worked was this guy was putting on a tournament. First place team, each person gets like $40,000. That's a lot of money, right? Or they get a lot of money. And the number being tossed around was 40,000. So it's like, yeah, it was a fun tournament, but 40,000 is a lot of money. So how it worked was there was like a content creator at the helm of each team, and they had a draft. So each person would get to pick like one pro. They would get to pick like two streamers, and they would get to pick like you got to draft, and you had like little categories that you could fill. So the like guru or like the pro that this one girl picked was this guy named Kingsman, and he's like really good. He plays like a niche pick. Apparently he basically plays like a Mistweaver DPS kind of, is kind of the vibe that I got, where it's like off meta, but it's a DPS. And the thing with that game right now is you have 6 people per team, and apparently there's like one meta comp, not like a comp, but like a role composition that is broken. If you go 3 supports, which are like your healers, so imagine you go into a Mythic Plus dungeon, you just go 3 healers, 2 tanks, and 1 DPS. Apparently that's like broken because you can't kill them because they have 3 healers and 2 tanks, right? So this guy, he was the guru of his team. He was like, okay, look, 40,000 is on the line. I want to win. So like, can we play that comp? And not too crazy of an ask, but the people that he was teamed with, they got this one person who apparently only plays this one character, and this one character is an off-meta, kind of like a sniper, kind of a trash character that's like really squishy and easy to dive. So he was like, look, I get that you only play this one character, but for this tournament, since it's for 40,000, like, I would like to try the other like, could we try? And she just like would not swap. And then the whole team, Black Widow, the whole team, like in comms, it was like him, the pro, and one other guy, and then like 3 girls, and then like one person that never talked. The 3 girls like started just like memeing and like making fun of him and like all this stuff. And I don't know, there's a Marvel Rivals content creator called Guru. Okay, see, I don't really know the whole makeup of the tournament. I just know that he was like their kind of guy, like he was the best player on their team, and he was like, look, I am poor, can we please try? And she was like, I'm gonna play this character, like I'm not swapping. And like usually, like if it were a ranked game and someone's like, can you swap, that's annoying. But when there's 40,000 on the line, that's when I'd be like, okay, I would swap. If I were the Black Widow main, I would swap too. You know what I mean? I would at least try to play a better thing with a better chance of winning, right? And yeah, she sucked. And so they did scrims. They were doing scrims, and they played about 5 games. And in 4 of the 5 games, she did legitimately nothing. Like, I don't know anything about that game, but I do know that she was doing nothing. And the guy that was like the villain of her, was popping off. Like, he popped off literally every game. Was carrying, making calls to, and like just saying, guys, let's lock in. Like, let's lock in. Let's try. This is scrims. Like, let's lock in. But she wasn't doing anything. But then the 5th game, she finally like did something. Right? She did fine, but still not as good as the other guy. She did pretty good. And then like all 3 of the girls like start talking shit to the guy and all this stuff. So then finally he's like, okay, well, I'm just, if we're not taking scrim seriously, I'm just gonna go play ranked. And then so while he did that, they got on the phone with the tournament organizer and got him kicked out of the tournament. It's just like, what? Because he wanted to try in a 40,000 tournament? That's crazy. So the drama has been popping off. I don't know anything about this game, about Marvel Rivals, but I did watch that full hour-long video, and I feel invested, and oh my gosh, it's just like, what? Like, they can't be serious. And now they're getting like a bunch of backlash because they were being ridiculous, right? And then they're coming into, like, they're going at him in his DMs, even further digging themselves down. It's just like, dude, just stop. Y'all look bad. Just stop. But yeah, I don't know. Long story short, I loved the tea, and that was the tea last night. I stayed up. I was scrolling on TikTok just intending to be awake for like 10 minutes. Come across an hour-long video, watch the thing in its entirety. So I definitely recommend looking that up because it's just like, it's good drama. It's so stupid, and it's fun. Watching that guy play that character was pretty fun too, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, if I played that game, I probably would lean toward that character, I think. Anyways, lock in. We're back on, wow, sorry. So, this is a dungeon where you can literally like spin most of the time and get through the dungeon, right? But I want to see if we can crackle. I want to see if we can crackle our way through the dungeon. I don't know. I haven't done this build in this dungeon yet. All I know is that spinning crane kick is very good in this dungeon. It's like every time that I've done a Mistweaver in this dungeon, I just play Way of the Crane and spin my woes away. But we're about to go crazy. Okay, I think
Ours is a solemn burden.
I don't know if I want haste.
How wonderful. It has been quite
Might
some
want
time
this
since
one.
the
Let's get this
academy
one.
has been open.
Well, it seems like things are indeed. Come with us.
So I'm curious if I'm going to be able to like heal these first few
lesson.
pools with
These
lightning.
lashers must have grown wild
Am I
while
playing
we were
gift?
away.
I am. Okay. So I can pivot
If
into
you could, clear them out while we realign
a Yulon
life
pretty
magics of
easily.
this
I'm gonna
place.
focus this lasher. I mean, for the most part, it's doing the healing fine, but we haven't really taken much damage yet. I can always cocoon my tank if I need to, which I will go ahead and do. Then I can conduit here to get cocoon back sooner. I just want to see like how far can this take us. I mean, our tank's doing a great job of staying alive. I'll give him that. I'm trying to throw him a bone like every time he starts to fall down low. Ooh, that's not good. This guy did get hit by that. I'm also playing single target Shaylun, so I don't need to be as crazy about tank healing. I am playing a good way to top up my tank's health bar.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was mostly just Brewmaster doing its thing there. This Brewmaster did very good there.
There is too much
I will
life
give credit
magic.
where it's due.
What are you doing?
Well, you can just press lightning all the time. Yeah, I mean, you always could. You always could press lightning all the
What are
time.
you doing?
But the thing about this build is it cleaves all the time, but it's like a much lesser cleave.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
Yeah, see, like, moments like this are, like, awkward. But we can still crackle while moving, which is really cool. Still do want to spin. Until the damage comes in. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and Yulon. We want to be stacked on the tank. Ooh, that's very awkward. We want to be in the circle here. Oh, he did not get in. Sorry, I'm like kind of locked in. Our Evoker might die. I don't... It's a very weird Rob. Yeah, I'm gonna die here now. I think. I did not get in that, so I still have to bleed. I'm probably dead. Me and the shaman are probably dead. It's a weird rock, though. It's throwing me off. Oh, thanks, Dad. It wouldn't have mattered. That is a very weird drop. I don't know why. I mean, I guess you drop the ad to behind the boss so you can all circle around. Maybe. Is still with brain build, but everything's bugged. Oh gosh, the tank said replacing the DH thing going again. That's crazy. What bug are you referring to, I should ask? A lot of stuff is bugged. That's crazy. Straight up saying I'm replacing the DH, then we're going again is... That's wild. That is wild. Whew. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. The Lua errors are crazy. Whoa. Sorry, I'm just sitting here silent. What was that? Specky. Specky, 19 months is crazy. Hey-o, Specky. How are you doing? Very much appreciated with the Prime sub. the Prime subs, the Bezos bucks, they go a very, very long way. I appreciate you so much, Specky. But it's very good to see you. How are you doing, Specky? Yeah, Bug Sack and like Bug Grabber or something like that. Those are options, but I never deal with them. Yeah, that's what I'm. Ceiling Panda kind of said my thing with it is like I'm not someone who gets something out of having that. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm too stupid. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading something right now. Brother, the Lua heirs. Okay, we have a replacement for that Demon Hunter. I don't really know why we were... Maybe it's just because he died? Oh. We're trying to reset the instance. But I'm in. Maybe being inside might have messed things up. Who knows? Alright. I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, let's step out and in, just so we're with the tank. It doesn't give much more. Oh, yeah. I just get it to not blow up my screen. Oh, yeah, just to turn them off. Honestly, yeah. I mean, there is a way you can turn them off in game by, like, typing some command or something, I'm pretty sure. Good, doing good, thank you. Ah, that's good to hear, Specky. Are you excited for midnight? Like, are you looking forward to it, or how are you feeling about it? While you wait, can you show your add-on list? Yes, I haven't updated add-ons on beta in a minute, so maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna say re-enter casters. So, add-ons. So I know a lot of this needs to go, so... and maybe I just need... It could just be a thing that I need to update some of these add-ons and stuff. Okay. We're back. Do I like single target Shayloons? I don't know. I will say in this build, you don't always get to proc either of these talents. Like, you're not casting these two spells often. So it is nice to have single target because it's instant cast always. But that's about it. It's more likely Danders are causing issues among these than the disabled. Yeah, the disabled Raider IO. Yeah, I just disabled it for peace of mind. You know, like seeing those two boxes still ticked, I was like, yeah, those two gotta go. CD0, he says. What? My meta. Alright, let's zap some fools. We are the human bug zapper. I feel like you should be forced to play this build in this dungeon just for that reason. You are an actual bug zapper.
I am delighted.
I'm gonna get this buff this time, see how it works.
The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard
New students. How wonderful.
I don't even know if I will come back for Midnight. No, Specky, I'm telling you, it's not as bad as the Doomers are dooming.
It should only take a moment to set up for a new
I'm returning to WoW for Midnight since I quit and Shadow. Luffy's coming back. We're getting Luffy back, but not Specky. That's crazy. And we don't even want Luffy back. No, I'm just
Clear
kidding.
them out while we realign the
Dude, I did not know you were gonna jump back in, Luffy. That is awesome. That is so cool. We're getting the OG back. That is crazy. What I was about to ask what you're playing, Luffy. I know what you're playing. I don't even have to ask. I'm not gonna waste mine or your time. I'll say it for you. You are playing some form of Paladin. We already know this. So leg sweep. I don't have extended range leg sweep for this build, which is kind of a mistake. Let's shrink up Manatee so we can get another big Shayloons off on the tank. Okay, Shaman got hit. That's not good, but I can't really spot heal him yet. He's safe, so I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait! Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
I love that. I love drinking Manatee and getting Shayloon stacks. That is so sick. Also, I'm noticing I'm not tracking Shayloons on this, on beta.
This is your fault.
I need to fix that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, homie hit me up, said the gang is getting back together. That is awesome. That is amazing. Oh god, we're just gonna have more of you running around though, that's concerning. More Luffy's in the world. Is that a better world? So our tank likes to ROP the ad to the other side. Now that we know that, I can kind of plan around it. I feel like I should do spinning crank kick here. See, yeah, we gotta be in that tank. I don't know why he keeps ropping us out of it. I don't know if the tank knows the mechanics. So our Evoker's probably going to end up dying. He has basically like a 45-second bleed on him now. That's why you soak the ad, to get rid of that bleed. We might be able to keep him alive. Stun the little ads. Help the tank out. Oh, tank. The moment they were unstunned, they all just railed the tank. I love these instant cast Shayloons. Yeah, we aren't killing these ads quickly enough, though. Yeah, I do have Revival. I'm also not really able to see the stacks on the tank. Okay, we need to be in that. Okay, now we should be fine. I just botched that. That is a big ol' my bad skis. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. This boss does require a little bit of focus, even though I'm literally just spamming one button over and over again, it feels like. But, especially with one person not getting the soak removed, that I'd have to kind of focus up for a bit. I'm going to conduit here. I'm going to cocoon the tank. Okay, I did not need a cocoon, but he's safe at least. We know that for sure. Alright, we're back. What is this playstyle? This playstyle is like This playstyle's ridiculous. Okay, for a while it was bugged, so it was overperforming, but they fixed the bug, and it still has survived. A lot of people thought it would like die off once they fixed the bug. No, it's fine. It's fine. It just has like some weaknesses. Like if you have massive target counts, it's just better to be playing Way of the Crane at that point. And then same with single target. It's like single target and massive AoE, you would rather be playing the other build, but anything else, anything in between, you're happy to play this build. But you can just spam your lightning. It does more single target damage than it does cleaving, but it also cleaves on 4 enemies. We're playing an instant cast single target spot heal as our Shayloon / Vivify. Whoa, Shaman. We can drink Mana Tea to get stacks of Shayloons to make our next one more powered. Instead of waiting for those stacks to kind of fill up, our Mana Tea can do that for us. And other than that, that's kind of it. I should be closer. I should be also Rising Sun Kicking, but I'm afraid of getting knocked off. Cool thing is you can start a lightning channel, then hide behind a wall, and your lightning still goes through that wall and hits the enemy. I found that out on the Pit of Saran boss, the one that is like the really hard heal check that you have to hide behind a wall and do all this nonsense for. You can still tag the boss with lightning while you're behind the thing if you start the channel before you go behind the wall. It's like a weird little thing, but it's like pulls like this are going to be fantastic for this build. You can't really see them because these health bars are like tiny. We have like all these little ads to hit, just like 5 or 6 of them to cleave off of. Just pick the highest health one. Go to town. I don't know why those health bars are so small. It's so ridiculous. Drink some Mana Tea and power our next Shayloons, and then dodge the frontal. That is all I have to focus on. Do I get canceled? I don't. Okay. Yeah, so this playstyle is definitely like, of all the playstyles coming in Midnight, this is like, I would say the most memey. Like of all the healer playstyles, this is like legitimately, you can call it a 1-button rotation sometimes. Granted, the other build is kind of a 1-button rotation sometimes with, oh, I just pressed Yulon, oops. The other build's kind of a 1-button rotation with Spinning Crane Kick a lot of the time. This one's a 1-button rotation with Crackling Jade Lightning. Let's see. Oh, gotta heal. I'm trying to read chat and I gotta heal. The struggles of being a healer, am I right? Let's actually focus down this one. We would rather it die first. Okay. Swap Blaster is locked and loaded. Oh boy. Meanwhile, I got G-benched. Oh no, as I'm too bad, so I need to find a new guild. Oh, that sucks. It's probably a blessing in disguise, though, Ceiling Panda. If your guild is benching you because you're, quote, not good enough, it's a blessing in disguise, for sure. I suck too, that's the problem. Last time with that new system where people sit at the entrance because they are mad at you for not carrying them. Oof. Big oof. By the way, probably won't be a paladin, at least from a main DPS. What? Primary alt will definitely be a paladin, all 3 specs though. What are you gonna, if not paladin, what are you gonna play? If I had to guess, it'd probably be like, I meant to cancel a channel there, but it's kind of hard to cancel once you're in one. If not a paladin, what are you playing? My guess would be like Enhancement Shaman. I don't know why, Luffy, but you give Enhancement Shaman vibes. And I think that's a compliment. I don't know too much about Enhanced Shaman, but I'm pretty sure that's a compliment. Okay, let's stop our channel. Now we're fine. Okay. Where are we going, team? We do... Oh, I did not mean to spinning crankcake. And I also did not mean to walk into that. What am I doing? I want to stay in melee because that's an easy way to cancel my thing, my channel for the Screech. Yeah, I love single target Shayloons. It's one of my favorite talents to take. I think this build, it accents this build's weaknesses pretty well. Or I guess it accents their strengths. Brutal Static with a rate of 24. How is it going, Brutal Static? Appreciate the support. We are just vibing. Trying to get some raid testing going, but could not really get a full group work. We tried to raid with some guild, and it's hard to find enough people. But now we're playing a build that like is kind of seen as a meme, but like also kind of the truth in a way. So like, I don't really know what to call it. But it's a good time, okay? It's a good time. But welcome in everyone from Brutal Static's group or stream. I appreciate you guys for hanging around. We're playing some healers. We're sticking to Mistweaver for a bit. But we are just vibing, honestly. Just honestly, this whole stream has just been, ever since Luffy joined, just been me memeing on Luffy. So let's help the tank through that pack and then... Ooh, tank taking a massive beating. Yikes. Okay. I need to get near this evoker so my healing hits him. Oh my goodness, I'm not trying to spinning crane kick. Okay, our tank needs some help. Whoa! Evoker. Goodness. Okay, it kind of got chaotic there at the end, but we live. We live. Slash Wave. What's up, Latham? Nice to have you guys here. I appreciate the support, Brutal Static. Hopefully your stream went well. Hopefully all is well on your front. I rated CE, Mythic, and BFA, but then had kids. I know that's the story of like every WoW player, apparently. I know that's going to be me eventually. One day I'll be like, yeah, I used to get Cutting Edge back in the War Within, and then now I have kids, so. But until then... I don't have to worry about saying that. But I know like that's like my whole guild story. So I'm in a dad guild. And that's just like a term kind of referring to a guild of that same exact type of player. People who used to like raid hardcore but now they're dads. So I'm in a dad guild and I love it. I think everyone in there is so cool. You kind of like know what to expect every raid night. Like everyone's kind of in good moods all the time for the most part, you know. And everyone's like good players, so I wouldn't have it any other way. I min-maxed so much in Season 1 and Season 2 of The War Within, but could not retain 2 to 3 days raids as I have kids and work, so only casual. Oof. I'm a rare WoW dad. I went to competitive league. Yeah, I know, right? So weird. And going to competitive league of all things is like, that's already like such a hard market to break into, but going from WoW to competitive league, that's like definitely a jump. Look at that, we can just keep drinking these Manatee stacks, turning them into Shayloon stacks. It's so cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to help someone through this breath, because I know someone's getting hit by it. I'm gonna have to revival. That stinks. Usually I like to have revival for the next pack, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I need to get back into the lightning. Whew. That was a rough pack. Kind of fun though. Who's that on? The mage? I'm gonna kind of let it tick down a bit, then I have a massive spot heal for him. And let it tick down a bit more, I'll have another spot heal for him. Boom. Very nice. Do anyone else struggle to play WoW as an old Mythic Raider? I feel like either have to raid Mythic or not play. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who have been playing WoW for a long time, like, hate to go back down to Heroic, but I know a lot of people, like, my old guild, like, the first guild that I played with, oh, I did not mean to Yulon there, oops. My old guild was full of people who used to Mythic raid, and then now they've all jumped to, Surge is going off. They had all jumped back to AOTC, and I think now they're back to doing Mythic again, which is really cool. They've kind of worked their way back. Yeah, this is not going to go well. We have a lot of people sleeping. A lot of surges going on. Once this pool starts to go one way, it just like goes downhill uncontrollably. Give me melee so I can touch death this guy. Oh my gosh, this little drinking Manatee into a massive single target spot heal into drinking Manatee again to get another one off. Dude, it's so satisfying. So satisfying. But I don't know if single target Shaylin is going to be good on this fight. I also just wasted all my Manatee stats. Because Manatee is much more of a resource with this new talent, Tranquility. Maybe I shouldn't be tagging these guys for damage. We probably want them to stay alive for fun. Oh, that's not good. Boss spawned in and smacked our shaman. Never liked that. Oh. Did they remove the Dispel here? When did they remove the Dispel? What the heck? Oh, that's a death. Why am I having to Dispel people? Is it just Danders? Huh. You used to have to dispel this. Most average shaman player just dying, yeah. Well, dying to ripping aggro on pool. It happens to the best of them. Whoa. That is not good. Okay, that is nasty overlap, not gonna lie. That was all me though. I definitely could have saved him if I Yulon'd a bit sooner. I was a little bit greedy on my timing. But I'm very thrown off on this fight. Like I feel like you just not have to dispel. Also, we are playing very spread. It is hard for me to heal everyone. Yup. Yikes. It is very hard for me to heal that when we all three go to like different corners of the room. Also, I just don't think single target Shaylins is the play for this fight at all. Yeah, I can't really top up everyone quickly enough, you know? Yeesh. Okay, there are stacks. I just can't see them in my UI. Interesting. I guess standards like broke dispels. I'm just gonna be clicking dispel often. But it's like, wait, did they remove that from the fight? Surely not. It was like the main part of this fight. That's embarrassing. Okay, we're back. Now that I've realized that there are still dispels happening, I just can't do them. Or I can't see them. We're fine. Okay, Evoker went over there. I don't know why, though. See that I have 3 stats. Dispel, get 2 more. There's a B-Res. I have Revival now. This is a cursed pull of this boss. Okay, I think we're fine enough. Ooh. I wonder if Danders is broken right now.
Destroyed. Well done.
Was kinda just wing, then it. Oh well. Okay. That way they know I know I should have been dispelling, but I literally could not see it on my frames. Yeah, we can't let those surges go off. That is a massive smack of damage. I'm gonna move in and stun if I need to. I'm gonna stay on this guy and I'm gonna pair him if that cast's about to go off. I think it's like we might still time this. It doesn't really matter. Beta keys I don't really care if we time keys. That is a frustrating way to like lose timing though, is like if my frame's just not showing dispels. That's so cringe, but it's whatever. We find a workaround. If anything, that was like a hard mode rep of that boss. So as hard as that was, I am appreciative that we got that rep in because that was very difficult. Oh, we just both used leg sweep. That's kind of sad. Are we gonna live this? I think so. Yeah, we're fine. As long as no bolts are going off, I'm not gonna use Cocoon. I don't want to get bolted. These bolts are going crazy.
Your survival.
Yeah, that is
wasn't necessary.
a little bit too much, not gonna lie. I wonder if we were fine on that pull. I feel like we were almost about to turn the corner on that. I wonder if we were fine if me and the other monk hadn't overlapped our stun. Or I wonder, I feel like we aren't getting other stuns like from the other party members, but then again, we're playing Midnight, so how much CC do we actually have? Who knows? I think we're still fine though. We can time this. We don't have Lust though, which maybe that's gonna be like the difference maker.
Greetings, Moon. Who are you? You are not registered here. This room is only for students. Head to the registrar at once. halls of learning. Only those
Okay, it's gonna be very difficult to heal. These Echonites do a lot of damage.
think about what you have
I
done.
might use. I'm gonna defensive this. I might revival. Yeah.
Some merit points for you.
Yeah, I'm very light on cooldowns, but the reason why I front-loaded all my buttons there is because this is the hardest moment of this fight. While you have these enemies act... Oh, we did not need a death there. Oh, another cringe death, man.
From this.
Dude, the shaman has died to start the last two boss fights.
Some merit points.
Okay, I also can't see how many stacks I have. I have 2 stacks. So the next instance of a mechanic that I get, I will drop a swirly, so I gotta be careful.
You will not pass the semester. Think about what you have done.
This evoker is getting hit by everything now.
Some merit points for you.
But I want to get out of this little chaos corner here. Perfect timing to kind of rotate over here. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to time this, but that's pretty cringe. Like I said though, literally timing a key means nothing to me on beta. Gotta be careful because I will get pulled through stuff here.
Poor marks for poor students.
Ah, I can't see you, mage. That's cringe.
You will not pass the semester. Think about what you have done.
I mean, there was a world where we timed this, right?
Points for you. You will not pass the semester. Think about what you have done.
Whew. I absolutely love that everything that you're doing you can do while moving. With the single target Shayloons. Oh, hush, Zalatath, yeah, that hurts. Getting, like, yoinked through, like, so much crap there. A lot of damage.
Learn from this.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a puddle here. So basically, every time you get hit by something, so these orbs, or you get the dispel, or you get hit by the dispel, you get a stack. I forget what the stack is called, but you just know you get a stack. I can't kill this guy. Once you get 3 stacks, it removes all the stacks, and you drop a puddle, and the puddles are what spawns these little orbs flying all over the room. I'm pretty sure, don't the orbs, like, don't the stacks give you a buff, though?
Poor marks for poor students.
Can't remember. Let me soak an orb really quick. So we can read it. Yeah, so it gives you haste. Okay, so it gives you haste. For every stat you have, you get haste. So you kind of, ideally, you sit at like 1 or 2 stacks for the most of this fight. But the moment you get that 3rd one, that's how this boss can kind of get scary, is if the room just starts to fill up by circles, it scales exponentially. Like with every new circle that you spawn, there's just like so many more orbs, and that will lead to more circles and more orbs and so on and so forth. So kind of what you want to do is you want to always keep track of how many stacks someone has. Uh-oh, we might get some He's talking to the mage about his damage. Like you'll get in some moments where like you have to be very careful because like if you get hit by another orb, not only are you taking that orb damage, but you also you'll spawn a circle. So I don't know. It's like a fun fight because you kind of are racing. It's like a mechanics check to convert into a race versus the clock of like, can you kill the boss before it fills up the room? It's a fun time. Exactly, this has been my issue since season 2. I feel like unless I am orange parsing everything I do, I should just play an RPG on Steam. Yeah, I mean, play this game the way it creates the most fun for you. And if that's like playing super serious or competitive, then do that. Otherwise, just, you know, play it at your own pace kind of thing. What up, LB? How's it hanging? Yo, what's up, Nerdies? Very good to see you. How are you doing? We're kind of just vibing. Just been playing some beta Mistweaver stuff today. I'm definitely slouched so that you guys can see this thing that I hung again. I also I've rearranged my office. I feel like this backdrop is really nice. I'm very fun. How is Mistweaver? Are they still down in the dumps? I don't know what other people think. Mistweaver's great to me. I think beta Mistweaver is the most doomed on thing, and I think I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun in both the raid and Mythic Plus. So people doom, and for some it's like a good way for them to, you know, get some steam off. I don't know. There are more. If I'm gonna be mad about something in life, it's not gonna be the state of Mistweaver on beta. I think there are other things to be mad about for me, but that's unfortunate. We had a DC there. He also kind of like gave up midway through the key, but whatever. Okay, let's see. It looks like there's no more groups really going. I mean, this group, do we just jump right back into the same key? You're currently leveling a warrior. Interesting. What spec are you like planning for that warrior? Because I have my Prot Warrior on the live servers, and I really, really like Prot Warrior. I haven't really played any other healers at Arms. Yeah, I don't know much. Is Arms the one that's like very Whirlwind heavy? I know that I'm pretty sure like Fury and Arms both have Whirlwind, right? Actually, all 3 warriors have it. I'm pretty sure, right? But isn't like Arms the one that just like Whirlwinds a lot, or? Maybe my warrior knowledge is definitely not there for sure. If I haven't already told on myself. Did we jump back in and just do another Algathar and hope it goes right this time? Whirlwind is base. It's big damage to end a weapon. Okay. Okay. I know it's like, isn't it bugged on beta right now? Like, isn't one of the warrior specs just doing like Giga Whirlwind damage though? Or something. I don't know if it's bugged or if it's just like really tuned. Yeah, I am really like it. Like, there are so many builds that I'm mixing and matching together, and I'm having a lot of fun with all of them. Like, the healing on that one, I feel like we're going to have a lot of ancient teachings, but yeah, Shayloons. That single target Shayloons, once you start to play around it, it goes crazy. Like, it actually pops off. I guess we can start our own group. What key do I want to do? I've done a Skyreach in a minute. I just don't know if anyone's going to want to do Skyreach. Let's do Magisters. Magisters is a good time. I feel like it has fun bosses to heal. These bags are so cluttered. What is this? Ah, it's the beacon trinket. Oh my goodness, these bags are gonna kill me. Screw it, we're typing in key. There it is. Okay. We have our own key. Let's try. Yeah, my guild did we did mythic raiding last night. I didn't know. Ooh, we could just join the Skyreach. I haven't done Skyreach in a minute. Will you make a new guide for Mistweaver Monk? Yeah, or for Midnight Monk? Yes. So I have my guide already recorded. The problem is that like I don't want to post it yet because things could always change between now and when Midnight drops. I have it recorded and I have it edited some. I've started editing on it because I want to work on it over time. My question to you guys is, when is the best time for me to post it? Like, if I were to post, I want to have something this weekend for pre-patch, just to kind of be like, hey, here's some builds, here's what you can play on pre-patch, go crazy. Like, and then I'm going to hype up my guide in that video. I'm going to be like, I do have a guide that I'm working on for Midnight. I just want to give it some time before I post it. But, when do you guys think, as viewers, what is a good time to post a guide? Like, how much before a season should you wait to post a guide? You know, this was Skyreach, right? Did you see Windwalker got pretty big DPS buffs that didn't fix their issues? No, I did not. But that sounds like how they would buff Windwalker. They would buff it in a way that people don't want, you know? I feel like they just never listen. Ever since I've started playing Monk, it's just been like a thing where Windwalker has these issues and they just don't listen to what those issues are. They just fix other things. But yeah, I have a guide that I have it recorded and everything, and I've started making like slides to put in the video and stuff. I feel like it's hard to like recognize how much work goes into a guide. But like, not only do I spend so much time editing and making the video and stuff and trying to make the quality go up and everything, but also with every like sentence that I say in a guide, I then put in a lot of time to test that thing just to make sure, like, make sure it's accurate and stuff. So like, so much time goes into guides. So like, that's why I start them this early. Like, my Midnight guide is already in the works. Like, I've literally recorded it and everything. So come Midnight, like when it finally drops, or whenever I post the video, if I don't have a beard, but in my guide I do have a beard, that will explain it. Because I recorded it like this past weekend. Okay, Skyreach. Do I remember the mechanics in this place? Probably not. All I remember is this first pool is a doozy. Let's get some Renewing Mist spread, though. I can't see the tank. That's why that wasn't working. He was like LOS by one of these little chairs or something. That's ridiculous. Okay, we lived the first pool. We've made it. Dungeon free. No, that's definitely not true. I do remember this dungeon. Ever since they, quote, fixed it, it has been a lot harder. They, like, updated visuals to make them easier to see and everything. And honestly, it's just made everything so much worse. First boss is a doozy. There's a very good chance that I just full-on die to this first boss. Tank hitting shield wall at 0% health. It's fine. It's beta. He's probably testing out this tank for the first time. It's not that deep. If anything, it's giving me better practice at healing a tank. Just keep these Renewing Mists active. Oh, no, no! I literally clicked my heel on him, and it did not happen. Oh, we're chaining. This tank's feeling himself. That's so sad. I literally clicked my Shayloons, and it just did not happen. There's like something wrong with the name frames. Or like if you hover your mouse over like a certain spot on the name frame, it's like a dead spot almost. And I think it's like behind an icon. Like if there's like an icon on that part, it'll just not happen. It's very cringe. Alright. Come on, die already.
I'm out of range.
Alright, this boss, I remember, I've done this boss like twice since they updated the visuals, and the visuals make it actively harder. They said, we're updating visuals to make it easier to see, but I'm pretty sure like the visuals are like bugged on this like outer platform. So it's like, I don't know, you'll like, you can't see them a lot of the time. Okay, I need to spend some mana because I wasted all my mana T stacks at some point just by habit. That is not good.
Too far away.
Don't be knocked off. What am I doing? Playing like an idiot. Yeah, see, they are baiting the chakrams very nicely. I am not. No, tank live. Okay, he's good. We're fine. Okay, we lived the boss. I did get knocked up once. That's okay. I'm allowed one. This dungeon does not get easier as you go through it, though. This is one of those dungeons. It looks like they fixed the visuals, because I remember last time I did that boss, it was much more frustrating because the visuals were like stuck in the ground. I'm gonna cocoon tank there. Oh, we gotta swap to this. Kill it with fire. Okay. Oh boy, I don't have nearly enough of this. Oh. Yeah, I mean, did we not burst an orb in time, I'm guessing? Is that what that was? I kind of want to die so I can see the recap. Yeah, let's just die here.
Only
I feel like that was...
survive.
Huh. Huh. This dungeon's a doozy, but I feel like they did not swap to the orb quick enough. Yo, Papa John in Memphis. I wonder if you really are just... Imagine you just like are the general manager of a Papa John in Memphis, and you just like go stream to stream and like advertise. You know what? I respect the hustle. What is good, Papa John in Memphis? Good to have you here. That would be like a goated way to advertise. Oh, tank. Oh, tank. Buddy. I went to cocoon him as he died, and of course the cocoon goes on me. As it always does.
I need to get closer.
Okay, we're back. I feel like I need to update my add-ons on beta because some things are out of date. There we go. That's how quickly that thing should die. It's rough to stop those. Yeah, this was much easier. I'm pretty sure one of those little explosives went off. That's why we wiped a second ago. But how are you doing, Papa John in Memphis? Hopefully well. Hopefully you have a good plans lined up for this weekend. So let's see, what am I doing this weekend? I am playing in another Magic tournament. I've been on a Magic grind. I'm having a lot of fun with Magic currently. And very excited to be playing. There's a tournament this weekend for my favorite format, so I'm going to support the SOAR by playing in it. So very excited for that. What else? Oh, apparently we have like some very bad weather coming this weekend. So me and my wife are gonna spend tonight prepping for that. So we have to go out and get a bunch of different things. Ooh, nice fame from the hunter. Okay. Yeah, we have to prep for like bad weather, so that's always scary. I mean, it's not like scary bad weather. It's just like we might get trapped in the house for like a week kind of weather, which is, that is scary, but at least, you know, as a gamer, I don't mind being trapped in my house. What I do mind is not being able to shower for a week because if our pipes like freeze over or something, that sucks. That's scary for my wife because then she has to put up with my smell. But other than that, like I'm very excited for this weekend. Me and my wife also have not had a chance to watch last night's episode of Traders because I had Raid last night. So I am very excited to watch Traders tonight with her. Other than that, you know, just like mostly chilling this weekend, working on videos. I have a video idea this weekend that I want to finish, which is just like, here's a guide to, not like a guide, but here's how you play Mistweaver in pre-patch. I'm going to trade that off, give it to the mage. Like, hey, if you want to play Mistweaver in pre-patch, this is the build. Or these are some builds that you can try out, kind of thing. Oh boy. What are we...
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
That is a lot of damage. Holy... Okay, we might be fine. Who knows? This boss is scary. Same, that weather gonna be rough. Yeah, definitely take tonight to prep for it though. You don't want to be caught off guard, you know. We are not gonna let this weather beat us. Okay, yeah, I think our tank was getting hit by the tank smash, but now I think he knows he doesn't have to face tank it. I'm gonna tag in for the Warlock, that way I can use my defensive. Oh, that's a dead. I think he got hit by the frontal. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, I think the hunter got hit by the frontal there. My mana is low, she says. Oh, that's a frontal. This boss requires a lot of focus. I also feel like this might be another instance where like even like 3-man Shayluns would be very nice on this boss. So it's everyone but the Warlock. That's an oopsie on my part.
I'm out of range.
Okay, boss is dead. Yeah, I definitely think the first time that we fought this boss, our tank didn't know that he didn't have to soak the frontal. And then he also aimed the frontal at the hunter one time, so I think we're fine. I do want to take a moment to drink though. Let's say ready. Whew. The yearly 1 day of winter storm for the southeast to freak out about. I know, right? The thing is, like, it's not even that bad of a winter storm. It's just that, like, in the southeast, we aren't prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have the infrastructure for cold that, like, people who live in, like, Iowa have, you know? So, yeah, we do tend to panic. Yikes. Run, Mr. Hunter, run! But I love the thought of, like, I always have a powerful Shayluns ready because of the Mana Tea. Oh, I did not mean to cast Yu'lon. That's very annoying. Oh, I just wasted Yu'lon.
Our might rules the skies.
Alright, fun boss time. The last two bosses are, like, really hard. This boss is really fun. Get a burst buff. Our team is all stacked over there. Part of me thinks that I should be stacked with them. See, I don't like the positioning that they have. If I'm being honest. God, there's so many buffs per health bar. It's like so hard to keep up with what's what. Oh, it's
I'm out of range.
right next to me. Got it. Get here! Oh, have a revival! Okay. I wonder, does that still work? It does. This build is so much fun! Tranquil Tea is like my favorite talent. I used to say it was the Emperor's Elixir, but dude, I am like hooked on this one talent. So let's go and Yu'lon this. Ugh, all the LOSing is so annoying. That's why I think everyone should just stack in melee. Just sipping mana tea and healing. It's crazy. Oh, the LOSing is so annoying. Like, every other global is a lay on hands when I have Mana Tea stacked up. It's so crazy. Okay, boss is dying, but that was a fun way to heal this boss. Not gonna lie, it got very annoying when people were LOSing, but it's whatever. Can I roll through that? Okay, answer is no. If I had a second charge, you can. Maybe I kind of want to sit here and test it for science. Never mind. We have a warlock. Okay. We're good. North Carolina here? I mean, North Carolina, y'all are more used to cold. Curious, what's your thoughts on the talent Yulon's Whisper? Whoa. Yulon's Whisper. I have two talents that I always get mixed up, so give me a second. Is Yulon's Whisper the one where you drink Mana Tea and you expel, like, a frontal breath? Oh, dude, the LOSing is really annoying me. I always get it mixed up. Whisper is drink Mana Tea, yeah, okay. Because there's the other one that was, drink Thunder Focus Tea. I don't know. I always get two talents mixed up because they used to be like similarly strong legendaries, you know. But Yulon's Whisper, I really like it. I think it's thematically awesome. I think it's just always so underpowered. I don't know why they're afraid to make it stronger. Maybe it's because they just know just how many Thunder Focus Tea stacks we can accumulate, and I guess they're, you know, like when you can accumulate so many stacks. But then again, like, we still can only generate a set amount in a raid fight, right? Like, we can't just make infinite stacks of Mana Tea throughout a raid fight. We're still kind of limited in that sense. So, like, I don't know. I think they should just giga buff that, because it's such a cool talent. It just never sees play. Alright, who you going for? God, we have 18 deaths. That's crazy. I guess we did white twice in that one pool. It did not feel like 18, though. That's insane. Did you know mana is equal to beard? Oh, I just cocooned myself. I meant to hit the tank. Oops. Live, tank, live. Whew. Mana is equal to beard. I don't know what that means. But you know what? I'm here for it. I will assist in creating that propaganda. Mana equals beard. What does it mean? Don't know, but I do believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly. Oh yeah, we are not destroying that quickly enough. Also, our tank is just getting destroyed on these paths. It's this one mob. Pretty sure it's the Driving Gale Callers. They destroy the tank. Like, one of these it's the same mob that was wrecking him on that other pool too. Like, they destroy the tank. If he's not ready for it, he will get wrecked. So, that is why he keeps dying on these pools. They are very, I forget which mob it is, but they're very tank bustery. And he is definitely getting busted, let me tell you. I feel like Yulon's Whisper pairs nicely with Tranquil T2. I mean, yeah. The thing is, like, it's such little passive healing that, like, in a raid build, sure, but in a Mythic Plus, like, I mean, I guess, like, it could be pretty good in this build, because, like, it'd be fine, because I am drinking a lot of Mana Tea, but it's just, it's not guaranteed that you're getting its value, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're just, like, if I were to drink, like, right now I'm going to Shayloons, then drink Mana Tea, so that I can Shayloons the tank again, and, like, really only 2 people were missing health, so it only does, like, a little bit of per target healing. I'm gonna have to conduit here. Like, the per target healing is very low, so, like, unless you're hitting a guaranteed, like, its full capacity, I think it caps at 5 people, right? Unless you're hitting all 5 every time, it's just not, like, the most valuable talent. But that's why I like it in Raid, because you can almost guarantee that full value. We have to destroy that little orb. I get sunbeamed. But yeah, I like it much more in Raid, where you do hit more target. Okay, where this boss is going to be difficult. We didn't even strategize at all. This boss is always a doozy. But I will say another fatal flaw, like one of the main reasons why we don't play it in any builds, is just because it has a lot of competition. The opportunity cost of taking Yulon's Whisper is just way too high. Like, if you look at where it's at on our tree, it is way too high. Or yeah, like, way too low. It's way too close to the bottom row. Like, you just can't afford to take it ever, because it's never going to beat out its competition. Hey man, let me know if you need anything for keys. I appreciate you, Rish. I appreciate you. Your in-game name is like Tace or something like that, right? I think I saw you on. If that's you, I think I saw you on. Hi LB, what do you think about new talents for Mistweaver? I'm a huge fan. I think I was very skeptical coming into it, Kane. Also, welcome in, Kane. First time chatter. Nice to have you around. I'm feeling a bit disoriented. It's a little adjustment for sure, but a lot of the new little synergies that we have are so cool. Like, the one that I'm kind of abusing today, like, really, I mean, yeah, I'm using the whole, like, Crackling Jade Lightning build, but, the talent that I'm abusing to the nth degree is, Tranquil Tea. The one where you sip Mana Tea and it converts what you sip into Shayloon stacks. Like, I am straight up abusing that talent, it feels like, today. Oh no, he's out of range. And see there, I just did 52% plus of this guy's health in a single global, and then I am prepped to do that again if I need to. Like, boom, mage is full health. Who's he getting? I think I have the talent where if I roll through someone, it slows. Not too sure. I'm just gonna roll through just in case. I'm just out of range of these guys. Like, you see, I'm just like drinking Mana Tea, big Shayloons. Drinking Mana Tea, big Shayloons. It's super cool.
Cast them down! Let the scavengers below feed on their power.
We probably could have timed this. We had one too many wipes here at a time, unfortunately.
Behold the might of the Arakor!
Oh my gosh, these bars, move out of my way. Dang, we could have timed this. Maybe if I just conduit, like aggressively conduit, try to do some damage for these last 5 seconds. Surely we stay on boss, right?
The void offers no second chances.
Dang, we were so close. Yeah, just one too many wipes. One too many wipes. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this build is so much fun. Like, look, Manatee, giant Shayloons. Manatee, giant Shayloons. Manatee, big Shayloons. Like, ooh. I am a fan. I am very much a fan. No, it's Rish. Oh, okay. Then I think I added you and someone on the same day, and I keep getting confused. Because I know I have you added, Rish. I don't know. I definitely didn't delete you, I promise. With all your testing, how would you describe the mana economy of Disc Priest in Mythic Plus? Right now in pre-patch, I run so quickly. I think Disc Priest mana is definitely worse than it was in Midnight. I don't even know what I think it's just the second charge of Penance, honestly, that drains you. But it's one of those things that I've never really paid attention to Disc Priest mana until Oracle Disc Priest was like a thing. And I think Oracle just uses more because you're casting Flash Shields more too. Like, but I mean, it's definitely more noticeable. It's not like the worst a mana spec has ever been, in my opinion, or it's not the worst mana a spec's ever had, in my opinion. That's why Gandalf and Dumbledore is so wise. Does if you cut your beard, you will lose all the mana. I mean, Mistweaver's already in. That's true. That's true. I think the reason why I like this build so much is because I have the beard, for sure. But yeah, Mike, I think like the theory behind Yu'lon's Whisper is there, but in practice, it's hard to guarantee its full value. Because yeah, in Mythic Plus, like, yeah, you have 5 allies, but they have to be in front of you. It's a very short range. 15 yards is pretty short. So like, in order to guarantee its full value, you have to have a very specific situation happening, and a very specific build. And I don't know. It's just it has hard competition. Like, would I rather have Yu'lon's Whisper or Lotus Infusion? And like, I'm already taking Lotus Infusion over something like Dancing Mist, which is pretty good. And then on top of all that, like, you could just swap to Crane Style. Like, there's so much competition here. There's some good talent. Like, Deep Clarity Zen Pulse is good. Like, I want those talents, but I can't because I'd rather have Mist Wrap and Lotus Infusion. And then, like, you need some talents to work down to others. So it's just, like, it's in an awkward spot. I think Yu'lon's Whisper, in order for it to be, like, playable, should swap with, like, Revival. You know what I mean? Like, put it, like, way up here next to Manatee, and then it'll be much more, like, it'll make more sense, and it'll be a lot easier to pick up, in my opinion. Let me try moving around my camera a bit, guys. I'm sorry. I just set up this background. I moved this... Wrong side. I moved this shelf here. I think it's awesome. I love the shelf. I got these little plants to hang off of it, which I think adds, like, a lot of, like, life to the backdrop. I have... Which side? This side. I have this little Appa picture that I love. I might lower it a little bit, but I love this picture. And then I moved the classic LB Ninja 7 sign behind me. I'm still trying to debate, but I think if I move my camera around a bit... Sorry, I know this is weird. Nope, not that way. Maybe this way? It's a little too low now. But, like, how can we fit everything? Maybe I just moved me off the screen. There we go. Perfect. No, I think where it was like a fine spot. But do y'all like it? Do y'all think this is clean enough? And I still want to add more to it. I do think if I were to, like, move the Appa thing to where the picture is, or maybe if I got, like, a long picture instead of a tall picture to fill this space, and then I move the light to here, the LB Ninja 7 light, that would be the most ideal setup. But that's, like, maybe I'd do that later. Oh, hey, your About Me section mentions Train to Busan. I just watched that the other night. Fantastic movie. I love, like, that it's a scary movie. I mean, I am still completely blocking my sign. I agree. The thing is, the sign has to be drilled into the wall. So I think it's a matter of just repositioning the camera, if I'm being honest. I think repositioning the camera so that you can see the... I don't know. Because, like, it's... I don't know. Why not do the sign under the bar of the shelf? That would be cool. Like, kind of floating here. Where is it? Here? The reason why I hung it here is because it's, like, perfectly onto studs. And I needed something to fill that space. I don't know. I'll tinker with it. I think what I'm going to end up doing is ordering or finding some other painting to go right here. And that way I could have like the Appa and another picture here. And then I can move the light here. And that would add more light here. But then there's like a light here and here. Here and here. And that's a little too much light in one spot. But it's a work in progress. It would fit. It would be a great fit. I don't disagree. And it would hide the cord. Where is it? You can kind of see the cord here. Which, all that kind of thing bothers me. So it would hide the cord, which would be nice. Let's see. I know I missed some chats. Yeah, the extra penance might just be it. I'm constantly pushing those out. It feels amazing. Yeah, I mean, Disc Priest feels fantastic. I will say mana has been more of a concern now than it has been recently. But yeah, I think you are correct, Brother Bear. It's just a matter of then we run into the situation of now I have empty space here and there's holes in the wall. You know what I mean? So I need to find something to go here. It'll take time. For now, I think this looks clean enough. I just am blocking the most important part. I could just be shorter. I could just like, yeah, whole schmoles. You're right. I could just do this, just hunchback, and then it's perfect, right? Then we have no problems whatsoever. Like, wow, man, that's a clean background. You should probably go to a chiropractor, but very cool background. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm in pain constantly, but I haven't slept in 3 weeks. But at least it looks good. But redeemed up. Thank you, brother. All right, we're good. We're back. No, but I'm having a lot of fun. I think people are sleeping on Mistweaver. I think it's also it's easy to doom on it because a lot of stuff just is weird. Like I feel like they have put less time into Mistweaver than they have other specs. But once you kind of have an open mind, give it a chance, there is so much fun in this build when it comes to exploring. Like exploring, literally just the moment that I like pivoted to Tranquility, I was like, wait, this is the truth. This talent is the key. Like, at first I was like doubting Shayloons as a whole. I was like, I'd just rather play Vivify. And then I swapped to Shayloons. I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely the play. And then I swapped to Tranquility, and I was like, that's it. That is the one. That's what I like. So yeah, there's a lot to this build, especially like, I don't know, it's a little meme. But going like you don't really need refreshment, to be honest, with this build. Probably should swap that out. Because Jade Lightning doesn't use mana, so it's like this build's actually a lot better on mana because your passive mana is basically just regenerating yourself. So I don't know, but I really do like this build. Robin B2223, what's up, Robin? Said, have you found already something out about click casting in Blizzard UI? It works so strange for me though. I have just opted to go with Click. The add-on Click, and Click is just it's yield reliable. It gets the job done. It works great. It does everything you want it to do. So I have opted to go with Click. Now I did dabble a little bit, and that's Click, CLIQUE. This is the best add-on for click casting. I did dabble a little bit in Dander's built-in click casting. But I'll be honest, I think it was like a little too much whereas Click gets the job done with less. So I think I opted for Click plus just using Dander's for what Dander's is. But the Blizz UI click casting I did not like it personally. I just opted to go back to what I liked. What I know works is Click. I'm playing Arms and I'm just like, oh cool, this high damage ability has a pretty low cooldown, costs no rage. Awesome. Oh wait. This tier 1 talent gives a 15% more damage. That's crazy. That's kind of like me with Frost Death Knight. There's so much in Frost Death Knight that's just so, like, it's just crazy. You have a 45-second cooldown that gives you main stat. That's busted. Like, that's insane. But yeah, I'm every day that I play Mistweaver, I'm growing more and more fond of Mistweaver and Midnight. So the more I play, I'm ramping. I am ramping. But Brother Bear, you're so right. I read it again. I mean, you're still completely blocking your light sign. Yeah. Yep. Even when I stand, I'm even more blocking it. So it's whatever. I think, yeah, I'm gonna order like Display. You know, Display. They don't sponsor me or anything. They're really expensive, but something like that could go cool here. Another painting. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey there, I'm thinking of maining Monk, mostly BM, but if Mistweaver is okay, I think I'll go Monk. I think you'll like Mistweaver. Brewmaster's looking really fun. I know a lot of people are really hyped for Brewmaster. I've seen so many Brewmasters on beta, like so many. But Mistweaver's such a good time. If you're playing Monk, you'll like it because I think Monk, of all the specs that you can, it's like of Paladin, Druid, and Monk, the ones that have a healer, DPS, and a tank, Monk has like the most fun off specs. Like, if you're a Brewmaster, you enjoy Mistweaver and Windwalker more than a Guardian Druid enjoys the other 3 Druids. You know what I mean? I think I like it. I think Monk's a good time. Mistweaver's a really good time, for sure. I got some disc plates a while back before it got popular. Yeah, see, now they're so expensive. They are so expensive. Brother Bear, send me a picture of your disc plates because I want to see like the quality. Because the website for disc plate, the reason why I haven't ever ordered them is on the website. You know how like if you're scrolling on Instagram, you see those ads for things and they look really nice, but they look like super photoshopped and fake. So then you order it and it comes out like crappy quality. Displate kind of gives that vibe. Like their website, the pictures on them look really like AI generated and like hard to trust. So I want to see the quality and what you think of it. The quality's nice. Okay. But that, see, I've never met someone that has displays, but I am interested in like filling the space differently. So it's still work. I probably shouldn't have drilled holes in the wall before I kind of worked out all the kinks and stuff, but whatever. I got one for Final Fantasy back. Black Mage in my gaming setup now. I'm maining healer. That is awesome. It's from a lot of artists, so it depends. Yeah, true. Is the caster spec still viable? Yeah, we were just doing a key with it. It was great. We didn't time the key because our tank kept dying to the one mob that just like crunches tanks. It's not letting me click. Caster build is still very viable. This is the, let's see, I can show my if it would work. It's not letting me click to change to overall. Okay, the details meters are broken, but we did 2 keys. They were both 15s. An Algathar, which is not even supposed to be a caster key, and we did Skyreach. Both went swimmingly. I felt like you had a tool for every moment. It was very good. I think I was even playing a sub-optimal version of the caster build, and it felt totally fine. But yeah, it's a good time. Robin said, "And May, I love your videos about Mistweaver caster. It's always Fistweaver. It's so 2025." Yeah. I kind of started, my channel got its start from me doing like stupid little caster builds, even went back before it had any support. But the thing is, like, you can play, there are like 5 different, there are so many different builds. Like if you go and look at beta logs right now, let me just show you guys. There's such a variety in builds. It's very refreshing. I don't think that's the case for all the healers. Like, for the most part, like some of the other healers only have 2 builds, and one is for one hero talent tree, one's for the other. But like us, Holy Priest has seen a lot of like Ingenuity, and Prez Evoker, I've seen a lot of Ingenuity. There's some builds that just like go heavy into like Living Flame, and there's some builds that go heavy into Reversion, and some that go heavy into Dream Breath. Like, it's really cool seeing different builds like branch out and actually see success. Mistweaver is one of those specs where you're seeing a lot of different builds. Like, Tear of Morning is making a lot of splashes even in Chi-Ji builds. Let's see. People are playing Master of Harmony and liking it. You can get some good Master of Harmony healing. And Conduit, like, we're pretty 50-50 split in most of it. It's kind of dungeon dependent. Like, you see there, Master of Harmony is doing more Algathar numbers. Whereas, like, here, people are opting more for Conduit. But, like, it's just so cool. Like, see here, Nexus is pretty Conduit heavy. But then you look at the builds, there's a lot of Dance of Chi-Ji and just different dungeons. Tranquility is goated, so people are playing that. A lot of different takes, like, see how a lot of people are playing Emperor's Favor, a lot are playing Legacy of Wisdom. There's a lot of people playing Mistline. That talent's really solid. What else? Yeah, you see some people are doing caster with Jade Lightning, whereas some people aren't. Some people are playing like Chi-Ji. So it's just such a cool time. Like, Mistweaver's so cool. Like, the beta is a lot of fun. And I think part of why I like Mistweaver and why I'm happy with Mistweaver is that it is, it's just, there's just a lot of options, you know? Sure, some of them are more optimized for a certain dungeon than other dungeons, but it's great. I'm not a Fistweaver fan. I mean, trust me, it'll grow on. Fistweaving's fun, it's just underpowered, it feels like, from what it used to be. Oh, by the way, LB, did you see my video suggestion? I think I did. Did you suggest, I looked into that and I couldn't find much on it, Nerdies. Let's see, was it the... Yeah, so was that like they did a survey on what new specs people want? And is that what you were talking about? Because I couldn't really find exactly what you were talking about. That's crazy. You have me on your TV, Brother Bear? That's so awesome. Oh, man. Oh, that is so cool, Brother Bear. That is so cool. Dude, those are sick. Those Bayonetta ones are insane. Also, that Sora one is really cool. The Sora and Riku ones are really cool. And then is that oh god, what's her name? Ishka or something? What's that bottom right one's name? She's the only way I know her is because she's a magic card. I think that's the Ishtal or something. And she's really good. The new magic card looks really fun. But I love those actually. Those are really sick, Brother Bear. But I just put Dexa. I'm sorry, I've been reading your name incorrectly this whole time. I am dyslexic, so if I've been reading it the Axa this whole time, but I now see it's Thexa. I just posted it in the Twitch chat for you. If you want to import it and mess around with it, I haven't really tested it in pre-patch much. I haven't tested. I've done one caster key on pre-patch. Okay, thanks a lot. I played with Cell. I'm missing Cell too. They also did just announce that they're gonna take a break from Cell, like they're not going to bring it in, I think is what they announced. But Click is good. Click is really good. Click plus Danders is kind of my favorite. Ishtola, she's my favorite character. Yeah, she's sick. The magic card, I really want to build that deck. It's really good and looks like my cup of tea. It's very cool. Yo, Soda, good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. When you Soothing Mist and click a second time with Enveloping Mist, it takes a while before it actually casts. Feels for me, that's what I do not like. It is a little slow to go from one person to another. I do think there are some bugs with Way of the Serpent. For sure. What shaman is looking at me? There's a shaman just looking at me? I don't see it. Oh, but yeah, Ishtal is really cool. Really cool. But guys, look, it is Friday, so usually I end stream a little bit earlier than I am today. This stream did run on longer than I thought it would. But look, we have some severe weather coming in, and me and my wife have to do some things to prep for it. So I do want to end the stream now just so I can run to the store. We can stock up on like water jugs and stuff just in case. So I am going to go ahead and end the stream now, but hey, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on Friday. Look, today's stream was weird because we started off with Raid, then we went into Mythic Plus. We just kind of yapped for a long time, but it was a lot of fun. And I want to give a special thanks to anyone that stuck around from... oh, Mana. Okay, I see. But I want to give a special thanks to anyone that stuck around from Brutal Static's stream. If you're here, huge shout out to you, and you should... let yourself be known. But that guy's awesome. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you guys. I'll post some videos over the weekend, but I will see you guys next week. George, glad to see you're still lurking. Hopefully you're doing well. I accidentally rewind the video like that's okay. You're fine, Ceiling Panda. I have done that so many times while watching streams. Good luck, mate. I'm going to sleep. It's late here. Yes, get your sleep, Robin. Everyone have a great